How are y'all doing, people? How are y'all doing? Happy Breakfast Friday. Hope y'all are doing well. I hope y'all are in great spirits. Look, people, an action don't need reaction. In this action, do this action tell you to speak out or tell you to uh, deliver a reaction? Does it need a reaction? Well, in doing so, in knowing and what we have to do, you got to be patient. You got to be patient. That's one of the that's one of the fruits of the spirit, patience. Okay, so let's see what that's about. When you're dealing with patience, slow to speak, slow to anger. That's patience. Slow to speak, slow to anger. Patience is a slowness in avenging wrongs. It is the quality of restraint that prevents believers from speaking or acting hastily in the face of disagreements, opposition, or persecution. Patience is bearing pain or problems without complaining. Now, I know that's hard to do. I know that's hard to have patience. It's hard to just reflect on what action is being done. But we have to. The reason why we have to is because acting hastily can cause more problems than necessary. When you think about fathers have to be more patient with their wives, with their kids, with work, because they gotta they gotta provide. They gotta have patience in the street so they can get home safely. This is what we have to do as fathers. Now, I do understand that, hey, we're not getting all the recognition that we deserve. Okay. But is it about that? I'm going to show you something. Listen, I want y'all to go to James. Go to James chapter 5. James chapter 5, starting at verse 7. We must do things in or exhortation in the view of the coming of the Lord. That's why we, as believers, as a father that is a believer, have to look for the coming of the Lord, and we have to be patient. Now, look at this verse, James chapter 5, verse 7. It says, "Be patient, therefore, brethren, unto the coming of the Lord. Behold, the husband waiteth for the precious fruit of the earth, and has long patience for it, until he receives the early and latter rain." Verse 8, "Be ye also patient, establish your hearts, for the coming of the Lord draweth nigh." Verse 9, "Grudge not one against another, brethren, lest ye be condemned. Behold, the judge standeth before the door." Now, everybody is going to be judged at some time or another. So we have to be patient. Women have to be patient with child labor. They have to be patient with pregnancy. And they are very patient. The good women now, they are very patient with their children. They're very patient with their husband. If men had that patience that a woman had, a good woman had, is nothing you cannot do or achieve in life as a man. Look at this. To the believers who are suffering, James says, be patient until the Lord coming. The Lord is coming. He isn't referring to Christ returning to the rapture, the church. He's exhorting them to be patient until the Lord comes to intervene in their historical circumstances. Be patient. He's coming. He's going to intervene. You just got to be patient. The problem is that many people don't know how to exercise patience. They equate patience with twiddling their thumbs, but that's not biblical patience. Sitting there waiting. That's why when I hear people say, we waiting on the Lord to come get us during the rapture, he's waiting on you. You got to be doing something. Look at this. James illustrates the concept using the farmer. When a farmer waits for the precious fruit of the earth, he doesn't sit on his porch in a rocker. He daily cares for the crops. He is responsible to be busy while he waits. Nevertheless, he must exercise patience until the early and late rains come. The farmer must fulfill his responsibility on earth. That's a necessity, yet it is not enough. He knows he's dependent on heaven to send rain. So you got to keep, as a man, as a father, you got to keep, as you wait, as you be patient, God is going to intervene, but you got to keep doing the things that you do as a father, as a husband. Don't stop just because you waiting for God to intervene because you and your wife had a dispute or your child is not learning quick enough. Keep going. Keep doing the necessities that you need to do as a husband, as a wife, as a child, as a person. You have to be careful that you don't mess things up even further than what it is. Look at this. Let me show you this. Similarly, believers who need deliverance must be patient, strengthen their hearts, and not complain about one another. They must act responsibly and faithfully in history. Only heaven can bring rain, but have you fulfilled your responsibility as you wait for it? You got to keep fulfilling your responsibility as a person. When you wait on the Lord to intervene in situations in your life, you got to still be doing something good. As the farmer tills the ground, as the farmer chops the hay and the grass away from the vegetables or the fruits or whatever, he is steadily busy in that garden until the rain comes where he can rest, until God delivers something to the fruit. Your family, your friends, your job, if you're in the streets, you have a fruit. Whatever you sow, you go reap. And you got to keep sowing good things. not evil things. So look, people, this is Friday. Y'all be safe. May the grace and the peace of our Lord Jesus Christ be with you all. Amen.